Important than a board. It's fine. I'm not taking it personally at all. You know, but still, respect him for doing what he needs to. So, we are on to the final three of the day. And we have, I believe we still have Duel at the top, which has honestly just been all due to Penta. He's been pulling out some amazing solo plays. Yep, Duel on 39, Dots on 35, Mira on 28, and then TTG on 25 and 55 on 23. So pretty solid coming out from Duel and Dots. The two main teams right now that are not running away with it, but still doing the best out of any other team. And no hot drops that I can see. Wait a second. Who is Snorlax? Snorlax was playing with TTG. Hmm. I'm honestly kind of debating if I should try to get someone else in for the rest of the cast, because it is so much more fun when you have someone to bounce off and share the vibe with. So, you know, I'll see if there's someone, but I'll be honest, I kind of doubt it. So, but if any of you that I know kind of want to be like, hey, I want to try casting, I wouldn't mind giving you a shot for the last three. It's fun, you know. Just talk about what's happening, enjoy it, enjoy the vibes. My only criteria is that you can't cuss on stream. I know that Ding technically did break that rule one time on EWC quals, which was hilarious to me, but you know, it's all good. Still an interesting circle that I don't feel like we see a lot. Typically we see this kind of like shift over towards Songam, maybe north of Ohyang, but I feel like we typically see this go like east of Songam. So relatively common circle. And what else? I don't know. Trying to think of something. Ooh. Sorry, like I mentioned before, I think I'm a little ADHD, so my brain just kind of goes on for a bit. It's hard to shut off my brain. I just like always constantly think about things. But TTG opting to move in to the center zone. Can't blame him for that. Probably going to see a 1-1-2 split is kind of my assumption. Duel just opting to have one for each. And I don't know if we're going to have any... Let's take a gander. I think there's a glider spawn along here, no? Or is it further down? Nope. So Tego... Destin is the only... Or not Destin. Rondo is the only map that has guaranteed glider spawns. Everywhere else is just a soft spawn. So I'm not entirely familiar with all the Tego glider spawns, which I know True and Ding are going to get mad at me for. I want to say that there's one kind of like here. No, that's too close. Typically they have them like further away from buildings. Don't know exactly why that is, but it is. But I do know that for Tego, it's always on the outskirts of it. That they typically, or actually, I think it's for all maps, they have the glider spawns on the outside of the maps. But so far, I'm not seeing one. We're like almost at airport. All right, well, it's taken too much time for me to look for it, but 4-0. Peacocking, and that's a great red zone. I don't think any of the players are upset about it, but it's just it's kind of fun. TTG taking some shots over with 4-0 as well as Duel. You opted to go for a 2-2 split rather than a 1-1-1-1-1 split. Katsuya, they just have to be worried about Sam Crow, but it seems like Sam Crow is not interested in taking shots at them. So each will go on their merry way. Kill for Fun opting to take in an E-Pickup as well as Supernova. And it seems like everyone's pretty relaxed, and I don't think anyone's going to rotate into each other for a bit. There's a possibility of Gooners and Katsuya kind of running side by side. as well as Systematicos, I guess. But they're far enough split that it seems to have no issue whatsoever. Oh, Sneak is not going to be able to get there in time, right? Yeah, I think he was hoping to try and to catch Supernova out, but they got there just in time. They're able to make their way into zone, but Resmi, they're just immediately going to go ahead and crash onto Duel. And IQ, he's, oh my gosh, apparently he's the mutant man. Well, it was an open one, but Spectro, there's just too many bodies, too many angles. IQ gets immediately flushed away, and Lobes is a solo over here as, oh my gosh. Well, kill for fun, they're having a rough time, and only the foliage is saving him from Fana's shots, which may be enough. No, but Fana did find the last shot, and I don't think that anyone's going to be able to res him. Lobes going to try to get the heck out of here. That's a decent nade, does some good work, but now you kind of know that Resmi are kind of looking to go ahead and push this. He's going to call for some oversight, but it is a very awkward spot. He doesn't want to get naded. Wants to throw another one, but Battle X on Dots is going to go ahead and find Systematicos. And I want to switch over onto there. Blissey, oh my gosh. Well, it looks like they got two. This is troll, but I love it. Lobes gets out of there alive, no issue whatsoever. They're going to go ahead and loot the poor man's body. As Gooners, they're pushing straight onto TTG. And they got one and killed him too. But Greg Shot is going to go down to XOXO. Good shots, and Greg Shot able to make it back in time. And now some smokes. Maybe a blue zone if they could get it over there would be enough, but it seems like they're not going to even try. And TTG is just going to lick their wounds and back off of this one. Some little skirmishes all around the map, but nothing too crazy so far. But Dots, that's a very nice... They put that in there. They put the chips in the trunk. I know it. I can't see, but I know it. Someone who's in Shane's Twitch, please tell me that they put the chips in there and killed it. I'm actually like 95% sure. If they don't, I don't know what I'll do, but I'm like very confident that they do. Well, Flucky, he's going to try to get the heck out of there in one of the least mobile vehicles. But Psycho with a nice knock onto Webb. And I don't think Flucky can really get shot here because I think there is some good armor on the backside of the Porter. So he does back away. We're mostly just waiting for Circle to close now, as I do want to check in on Lepi. Well, he's not going a VSS this time. None of his teammates are, but Lepi, I'm never going to forget you. God, I never thought I'd say those words. Zyko is going to VSS. Okay, at some point in between games, I got to message him and tell him that I love him for it. Interesting, with Jutsu pulling up behind 55, and they actually got to be careful. Karak making his move. He spots him out. And the drive-by actually from Sneak. No. The drive-by from Sneak might happen, but he has a Panzer. Hikerman should tell him that he's has this, but Hikerman able to get some good shots in. Sneak, I don't know how far it goes down. Kind of assumes that he's in the smoke. But now he thinks that he probably backed away, I assume. Alright, nah, he's going to back off of this. It's too risky now. Yep. He hears him being picked up, and they know that. Well, Greg Shot pushing out a little bit, trying to get some more info. As XOXO is above, Circle is closing. We'll see where it goes now. And it goes to the east. Interesting. Penry. Oh, XOXO is about to kill him. Yep. Oh my gosh. Shoot the gas can. Shoot the gas can. Shoot the gas can. No, shoot the gas can. The gas can's more fun. It's more troll. It's fine. I thought it would have been hilarious. But still, this is a great zone that I haven't seen much, so I'm very excited. I hope it ends in hospital proper, because that sounds like fun. Oh, but Matthias is going to go ahead and land one shot. Icy isn't going to actually shoot at XOXO. He does turn around and get some shots into him. Well, they are keeping... That's a great nade, except it goes just a little bit too far. He goes on top. Great shot is taken, or he bleeds out, I should say. I think that was the second knock. As Katsuya and Mira actually going to find each other in these huts. So far, Katsuya down to just Jam, the coach. He's trying his best to keep his team up. A decent nade, get some good shots, forces them to back off, but that's not going to knock anyone. Oh wait, no, Rello is up. How did I not see that? I thought two were down. Flush comes in, and I think they're opting to try and go for the reses more than anything else. But now from behind, 4-0. This is incredibly aggressive, to say the least. Sweezy finding Fana as they just push in, but Penta from behind. Nice knock by Void. They just immediately want to go ahead and get their flush, and fakes in now. Things turn from okay to worse. And now it is just 1-up. No, oh, yeah, no, it is still just 1-up. He's still trying to make his way in, and this is absolute carnage and chaos. He has 8 bullets trying to hold it. Keeps it, lands some good shots. 4 bullets, 1 bullet left. Oh, he can't find him. He was so close. Jimu is literally on 1 HP, but that nade is definitely going to get him. There's no way. Yep, Jimu is going to go down.
Bard. Hey.
Hey, what up, Taffy? Taffy, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Your support is, as always, very generous. 30 months, my gosh. That's 2.5 years. Have I really been streaming PUBG for 2.5 years? Wow. Because I think Talfi was like one of the first ones who ever watched my stream. But, well, Zyko and Resmi getting some shots on. Dude, this is a crazy circle. I do want to switch it over to the VSS main, though. He's doing exactly what I would do. I love how this man plays. But, like, sneaky spots in VSS is so much fun. Because, like, look, there's nothing he can do. There's no way that he knows exactly where he is. And he just continues this rap. He just continues to rap, continues to get different angles that they never expect him, because it's a VSS. They don't really know where it's coming from. It is so relatively quiet comparative to anything. So he's trying to find his exact spot inside zone. All right, well, he was spotted out, so that kind of makes it a little bit harder for him. Ooh, nice spot. I thought he was actually going to go ahead and get the knock there. Decent nade. If they know exactly where one is, I think they should have done it on the near one. The near one's a little bit more of a sure thing, but Penry is just oversighting from behind. And I'm actually going to go ahead and switch over here to Wujutsu versus Dodds versus TTG. TTG go down in an instant. Icy Flex is behind with a VSS. Oh my god. All right. And it continues to center up kind of on a hospital. No one is in hospital proper. I shouldn't just stay on the VSSs though. Oh my gosh. Talfi, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Nice nade. It's right onto Blissy's head. It goes a little bit past. He's going to back away. So much damage, but he is going to get found by Lucid from the side. Canadian gets knock onto Justice, and Battle X. They're trying to push over, trying to save their fallen comrades. Sneak and Lucid, the last 2 up. Lucid has been putting in work today. From behind, Balex is going to find Sneak, and now just Lucid. But there's still an Icy Flex who is in... who's in blue. No, my god! There's no way. This man isn't... There's no way. He's him. Oh my gosh. So, Lucid is absolutely nuts. He's doing so much work. Shane having to peel off, and Battle X finally going to be the one who finds him. But, dude. Oh my gosh. Talfi, you were too kind, too generous, man. I appreciate you. But now it seems like things have died down a little bit. But it's not going to be that way for long, because Bubby is right on the other side of El Katsuya. And they should know he's here. Rello takes some shots over. I don't know if he sees the vehicle. He sees it. I don't know if he knows. Now he knows. Jam goes down to Bubby. Nicely done. Rello loses the 1v1. Bubby continues his hot streak. Gets 2 knocks. And Katsuya, they were able to get all 4 up after the fight with Mira. Because that was crazy, to say the least. No way. Are you actually going to go for the reses? What a G. Alright, has blue like done less damage or something? Well, Gooners, it looks like they're going to technically be all 4 up. And there's a way that they actually get some loot in hospital because no one is in here. Trying to see how this is going to go. Wait, I see. Why is he going so far around? I don't think he has time for it. I guess he does have 6 first aids. All right. Well, they got to... Dude, there's no way they can actually do this. Do the Gooners actually just get gifted hospital? Like, this is actually decent from them, which is crazy to say. Cat's taking some shots over at Dunks. Icy is going to make it in. Gooners. No one knows. It is so free. It is so free. There's no way. All right. Katsuya going to go ahead and find one onto Dunks Gaming, and no one's around there to actually help him out. Trimble's going to get a knock on the... Oh. Ooh. Cowboy is so low. He's on 7 HP, legitimately 1 shot. Dunks, this is hurting so bad for them. Cowboy's trying, and from a distance, Biel is going to find 1 shot onto him. But it looks like Roth might be able to get the hero save onto him. I don't know if Supernova is actually going to do anything about this. And Kill for Fun, he's hiding in a shack. He's hoping, praying that no one finds him. Supernova, they do want this point. And he's actually going to bleed. I don't know how. How did he get the bleed? Did someone shoot at him and he just backed off? Not entirely sure how that worked. But now the Uncrustables is going to shoot Supernova from the side. It's Shane Doe. That's funny. Wait a second. Dunks Gaming. Whoa. All right. This is uber aggressive, but he's looking just straight for the point, which he will get. So I guess fair enough. This one's going to dip out of there. The balls on this man. Lippy, you do have a VSS? You don't have a VSS. You were the chosen one. But you decided against it. So sad. All right. Goodbye, Jax. I know you probably won't hear this, but I wish you the best of luck. I hope your nerves calm down, but I believe in you. You worked your butt off for this. You got this. Well, Lippy, the man who saved his team or got his team so many points last time. Actually, Supernova's pushing on to Katsuya, and Roth already found the knock in an immediate flush. Zyko gonna find Battle X. Lippy, he's getting shot from the Incrustables from behind, but still finds the shots onto Liel, which is insane from him. Katsuya finally go down to Supernova. And Gooners 4 strong, all due to the hero play from Icy, now are taken and dismantling Duel. Lobes and Penta, the last 2 that are up. Great shot was... Oh my god. The Gooners. Matthias, he's too strong. Immediate headshot doesn't matter. And the Gooners are in a decent spot. They have 5 kills. They got all 4 up. This is crazy. This is how res stations can play into effect. But it does feel like Blue Zone doesn't do a ton of damage right now, which is weird to say. But Willis, he's going to be in blue. He's taken Blue Zone damage. He should not go down, but he might. On the edge of zone. BL, though, able to take down Flanker. Trimble and Bubby, I believe the last 2 up for them. What is this game, man? Well, Gooners, SMG Kings, whatever you want to call them, it's basically the same. Cacao, he might be the next to fall victim to the Gooners. Ooh. Ooh. He has no idea. He might not. Wait, he jumped into the window. He might know. I think reinforcements were called in. Oh my gosh. This is a hunt right now. Yep. They're peeking on over. They're gonna oh my gosh. It's so cruel. Oh my gosh. Well, Gooners get another kill for themselves. I guess Greg Shot did find, or did hear him. Zyko continues to have a VSS. He continues to have a VSS. We're staying on him for this one. But yeah, the beauty of it is that essentially you just take fights from the side and you can take shots for as long as you want. And it is disgusting. Do you see that? And now his team can push. Dots is only a 3-man because they lost. My brain wants to say Zyko, but that's not it. Yo, why can't I think of it? Blissey. Yeah, okay, they lost Blissey. Good nade if he gets a second knock. No way. That was so close to being so good from Zyko. But now that is given time for the rest of his team to get into a position. Circle's closing. It does center up. Fight show finding battle again. Immediately going for the flush. So much damage. Wait, Shane. Wait, no. Okay. I was going to say Shane Doe knocked him, but he knocked Fight show. Now it is just Shane who is left alive. Zyko, 500 damage. Almost specifically with the VSS, I presume. It's nasty. It's absolutely nasty. I love this man. If he dies, I'm going to immediately message him and just tell him how much I love him. Gooners going into Supernova. There's only 2 of Super... No, there's 3. BL's still on the other side. So he's trying to provide them with some cover. Trying to get the knock into Matthias. Absolutely beautiful from him. But Greg Shot turns the guns onto him. And now no one can get the res onto BL. But they can get the res onto Matthias. I see... Wait, Spectro. I lied. Spectro gets the flush onto Matthias. I see trying to figure out his way in here now. Does he just immediately push? And that seems to be what he is opting for. But Spectro spots him from behind. At least it's not Zyko with the VSS. Otherwise, he'd be dead. Pasty. Wow. I understand it. I don't know if I agree with it. But Bubby from the other side is going to find Penry, and Supernova were just collapsed on by 2 teams at once. Gooners now up to 3. Dunks on 1. Uncrustables 2. And Resmi with 4. Zyko, you gotta respect him. Dunks. Zyko again, my dudes. Oh my gosh. It is disgusting. I might just stay on him for the rest of the game. Obviously pushing in to fights, VSS isn't amazing, but anywhere from like 20 yards to 100, VSS is absolutely nasty. So especially if that's how you play this game, like Zyko's been playing it all game, at least on Tego, it is an absolute beast. And considering he has a Panzer and a VSS, I mean, he's him. Circle does close up, and Resmi do have to make their move first, as it does shift a little bit north, just taking out a lot of the terrain that Resmi is trying to push, or trying to control. I think they kind of push onto Untouchables here. They have a little bit of a dip, maybe take over their spot. They have some stuff to play, but where Connect is it's not going to stay in for long, so let's see. All right, they got 13 smokes, which isn't too bad. Kind of like it, actually. Gooner's only on 6, and Uncrustables only 2. Okay. Well. A lot of smokes on Resmi. It's going to be good for them. Fight show. Ooh, I like it. Gathering vehicles to put on just the hill. I mean, they're keeping the tires safe, etc. Zyko taking shots. Ooh, Icy though, trading a lot of damage with him. Icy didn't take anything in return. But Trimble, he's going to get hit a couple times, has to back off, make it back into his safe zone, his safe house, as it were. It's an awkward spot to say the least, and I think that Untouchables are just going to get held out here. There's not much that they can do. They have one rock in front of them, but other than that, it's just open field. Granted, if they get knocked, I don't know if Gooners can really push out and do anything about it just because of the sidelines that Resmi has. So it's kind of okay, but again, it's just borrowed time. We're just waiting for zone to close, really. We have one more zone before phase 9, which is just center dot. Hey, man, thanks again for the gifted. And Gooners, they get the full shift. It's honestly going to be mostly up to... Actually, let's see. There's a world where they can actually bring the cars here and play this mound. Gives them a decent amount of cover. It's not amazing, but it's something. But looks like they're going to opt to just go ahead and smoke their way in. That nade, there's no way that gets a knock, does it? Okay. It doesn't so far. Well, it did not take a long... Oh. Well, there was an attempt made. But, you know, VSS Panzer... No, do not go down. IC Flex trying to get the last shot onto Zyko, who's trying to give some space for himself. And I'm just dedicated to this man right now. I'll try to keep an eye on this way, but... Nice nade from Bunt. It's a 3v3. Battles are happening. Seems like they did go for it. Oh, come on. No way! Okay, well, the MP5 is going to find 2 of them. And Mealy just going to go. Aw, Icy Flex is going to peek around with the Groza. And Resmi go down. Gooners with 13 kills, 23 points. I had faith in the VSS, and it did not stay with me, so that's unfortunate. But Gooners, 2,600 damage. And all from a res station. They fully were down to just one player, and that one player